All right, let's look at this one. I like this diagram. That's just a beautiful picture, first of all. Three circles that are basically tangent to each other form this cool little triangle. And they tell you a little bit about the lengths of A to B, B to C, C to A. They do not tell you the specific lengths of any of those radii. So if you get in there and do a little bit of just algebra thinking, you got an x here, we'll call that x and x because those are both radii of that circle. We'll call this one y and y. Call this one z and z. And it creates a couple of equations that the x and the y together is AC, so they come out to be 20. And the x and the z together come out to be AB, which is 18. And y and z happen to be BC, so come out to be 14. Now, I have seen in the past students do some guessing and checking, and if they are integers, if they are, then that's not that difficult. But there is a way to do this. This is a nice little algebra review. You have three equations here and three unknowns. Now, as long as you have as many unknowns as you have equations, you can solve this. So, I'm not going to do it all because this is a good little problem to do. But, for instance, if you took the very first equation and wrote it in terms of y, which would be 20 minus x, you could plug that into the second equation. Let me show you the third equation, which says y plus z equals 14. So if you plug in, let's do a little substitution. If you plug it in there, if you plug this y in there, you will get 20. Let's get that right here. Get the right pen. You'd get 20 minus x plus z equals 14. Now that has two variables, and it's an x and a z. And if you move things around a little bit, let's move the 20 to the other side. You get minus x plus z equals negative 6. And if you go grab the other one that's got the x and the z, this guy right here, and bring it down, you find out that an x and a z equal 18. And this is definitely in the Algebra 2 game there. Two variables, two unknowns. You can do it by substitution. You can do it by elimination. Remember that good old stuff, lining that kind of stuff up. I think you can figure this out. Lots of good hints here. A very fun problem based in algebra.